honey.
Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here with BeatFaceHoney.com, and thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to bring you something that you could wear for Thanksgiving. If you're a girl like me, then you love a little bit of glitter. And it's got a kind of a severe cat wing there with these cranberry lips. And as always, I don't really want you to focus on the products that I'm using. Instead, I want you to cultivate your craft by using what it is that you have. Put on whatever you'd like. A nude would look really pretty and it would tone down the look some, but no matter which way you look at it, this is going to be a dramatic look. Nevertheless, I really hope that you guys enjoy it and stay tuned to see how I did it. Okay guys, I started out by highlighting under my brow with a concealer that was too light for me. And I used this product. This is MAC's Studio Finish Concealer. I took my Sigma E65 and outlined under the brow using that concealer and then just blended it out. So that's gonna act as the lightest color. Now I'm taking MAC Cosmetics Paint Pot in the color of Painterly. I'm just putting that on my finger and rubbing it across my lid. This is priming my eyelid. I'm going to take my E40 from Sigma Cosmetics. I'm dipping into my Joy to the Girls palette, and I'm going to take this color. It's called Cookie Dough, and I am just fading that color into the concealer that I placed down to define and highlight the brow. You'll notice also that I'm pulling it outwards. Now I'm going to take this dark brown. My camera is making everything look a whole lot lighter than it really is, but this is actually a dark brown. It's called Chestnut, and moving my brush down slightly, same brush from Sigma, I'm blending that darker color into the lighter brown. And again, I'm carrying it outward. And now I'm going to dip into this sparkly purpley brown called Yowl Log. Moving my brush downward, I'm putting that closest to the crease. So right there you have 4 different colors that are just fading into each other from the lightest color down. And to make that blend, every time I put down my brush to put on a new color, I just place the brush down a little bit further. And this is another essential Sigma brush. This is the E45 small tapered blending brush. And you'll notice it has a point to it and it's a lot smaller than the last brush that we used. I've dipped it into that same color that I just put down, Yowl Log, and I'm going right up against the crease of my lid. This is giving a more concentrated color because the bristles aren't so spread out like the last brush that I used. We're able to get more of a defined color. And I'm going to take the black in this palette. It's called Coal. Using that same brush, I'm just concentrating that black right in the crease. And again, I'm overlapping these colors and drawing them outward. All right, and you'll want to blend these out. It's looking pretty sloppy, but I'm going to show you how to clean it up and make it look really, really neat, like this one. Dipping into this middle color, Cheers. It's a champagne color. And using my Sigma E59, I'm placing that across my lid. And I'm taking Lit Cosmetics glitter adhesive along with my Sigma E56 brush. It's a synthetic haired brush. I'm going to take that clear liquid and just pat it across my lid. Patting, not rubbing. Taking Champagne Wishes from Sigma Cosmetics. This is a glitter. I'm taking my E59 from Sigma Cosmetics and I'm placing that across the lid and I'm going to fan my eye off. In the past, I was taking the same brush that I was using to put on the wet adhesive to also put on the glitter. But I realized that that made the glitter a little bit too wet. Actually, a lot of it too wet. So that's why I used 2 different brushes to put on the glitter. One for the adhesive, and then a dry brush that wouldn't gather so much glitter, and packing on the glitter with that dry brush. I'm going to take this kind of coppery glitter from Lit Cosmetics. It's called Hot Chocolate. Again, I've taken the brush for the adhesive and I'm just patting that on the second portion of my lid. And then I'm going to pack on that brown glitter. Taking that pointed E45 brush, I'm going to just pat the end of the lid with the black color from the Too Faced palette. Again, that color is called Coal. And you see that it fades really nicely into that black. Okay, and taking this angled brush from Sigma Cosmetics, this is the E70. That very same color that we put on the lid of the eye, I'm gonna take that, it's called Cheers, and I'm putting that in my tear duct and working it up and overlapping into just the first portion. All right, now I'm gonna take a wet wipe, and to clean up this mess of an edge that I've made, and also get just whatever fallout is under the eye. Starting from the corner of my eye, right here, I'm just dragging it up and outward. And you see that created the shape that we wanted. Some people like to put down tape to make a sharp edge like that. I just find it really easy to take a wet wipe and just clean it up with one stroke. Now I'm just gonna go in with concealer and brighten the underneath of my eye. Taking my Sigma F45, I'm just taking that and putting on MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and I'm gonna drag my brush right along the edge of the line that I created with my wet wipe. And that really makes it pronounced. Taking a dampened beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend that out. I know I always say never to use the pink beauty blenders, but this one was just handy. I don't use the pink beauty blender because it's really, really hard to clean. Beauty blenders eventually just stain no matter how hard you're cleaning them. So I like to use the black one because it hides the staining better. I'm going to set that by using Nye Banana Powder. I'm dusting that off using my Sigma F25, just getting all of that excess powder. Now I'm going to take the Sigma E11. It's just a very tiny, pointed little brush. And I'm taking my favorite eyeliner. This is Wet n Wild's cream eyeliner. And making very small strokes. I'm going to wing out the eyeliner into the point that we made. Okay, so the eye is pretty much complete. We just have to throw a lash on now. I'm going to use the same lash that I always use. This is a number 43. Anytime you see me on Instagram wearing lashes, these are the lashes. I just stack them on top of each other to make them even fuller. But this time, because we have so much eye makeup going on, I'm just going to put on one pair. And I find that the key to putting on lashes is to use tweezers and keep your eye open. I'm going to take this smudger from Sigma Cosmetics. This is the E21. And again, going into my Joy to the Girls palette from Too Faced Cosmetics, I'm going to take this coal color. It's actually black, but it's called coal. Carrying that all the way in. So now we have some definition under the eye. And I'm going to take my Wet n Wild gel liner, or cream liner, and I'm putting that on the inside of the eye. Yes, it is safe for the inside of your eye. I also want to make this little point on the inside of the eye, and I'm going to do that just by taking the same brush and making a point. Now dipping back into my Lit Cosmetics glue adhesive, I am dabbing where I put down that black shadow, and I'm going to dip right into the black glitter and tracing the inside of the eye. You could just dust away any excess glitter. That's the beautiful thing about setting your under eye with any setting powder, is that the glitter will now just glide off easily. Now you can put on mascara. Taking this Mineralized powder from MAC Cosmetics. This is Deep Dark Mineralized powder. And my favorite contouring brush from Sigma Cosmetics. This is the F35. I'm going to contour these cheekbones. See how that's just adding some definition to the cheekbone? Same on the other side. Up at the hairline. And at the recommendation of my dear friend Renny Vasquez, I'm going to take this product. This is Sable from Fashion Fair Cosmetics. And when I tell you a little bit goes a long way with this, I mean it. And I'm going to take the top selling blush of all time. This is NARS, and the color is Orgasm. Taking my Sigma F10, I'm just patting that onto the upper cheek. And I'm going to dip into my favorite highlighter of all time. This is I M Glam by Giella. And I'm just using that same brush to just lightly dab it on the very top of my cheekbone to get some shine. So to get these cranberry lips, I took this color from Jordana. This is just a cheap brand. I think you can get it at Walgreens. The color's deep purple. Then I took Cherry Bomb from Wet n Wild Cosmetics. That's like a really deep burgundy. If you put it on, like if you really put it on, it's way too dark. So what I did was just patted it and then brushed it out with a brush. And then I took this color from NARS. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Gold, coppery kind of color. Really beautiful. I think it's pronounced Peloponnese. I'll definitely put the spelling down below. The look is pretty dramatic, but to tone down the lip would make a big difference. You could put on a nude and it's a little bit more wearable of a look. Of course, you can always go down below underneath this video to the show more option for a detailed list of all of the products that I've used. I hope you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I know that I, this year, have so much to be thankful for. Every year I have a lot to be thankful for, but this year in particular. My life and the life of almost everybody I love, with the exception of my brother Michael, but he's in God's hands and God is using him in a different way now. But I really hope that you guys enjoy your families and the time that you spend with them. And I can't wait to see you right back here very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.